What's up, Archons? I'm Flightless Pheasant, and the first day of KFC just wrapped up, and I'm gonna kinda ASMR it a little bit. My usual level of enthusiasm is kind of difficult because I used a lot of voice because there was so many people doing so many things. I want to keep my level of enthusiasm, but I don't want to thrash my voice because I've got 3 more days of this to go. But I'm so excited. I hope I can get it conveyed with my face because I feel like I really have to hold my voice back so that I'll still have a voice to do 3 more of these. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Okay, so things that happened. We had the last chance qualifier, the LCQ, which was sealed grim reminders, and my pods were terrible, absolute garbage. Nothing worth even talking about. When I do my bigger recap video sometime next week or something, I'll put them up, and you guys can confirm that they were no good. But I played 3 games. My first game I played against Unfathomable, and he was playing an Unfathomable pod that let him look at my hand a whole bunch. And every time he looked at my hand, he was like, "Wow, you have nothing." And I was like, "You're correct. I have nothing." My second game, I played against Jtrussel, and he was playing a Mars pod that was really good. Double zip the implanter with Ironics Rebel, Mars first replay pod. But even though I lost that game, it was 2 keys to 3, so I still felt pretty good. Yeah, that made my record 1-1. And then we went to lunch. There was a food truck, Vietnamese food truck, real good stuff. And then my third game was against Sith of Angmar, and he had 3 pods with 3 key cheats. It was Might Makes Right, it was Key Abduction, it was Ectocharge. I managed to purge the Key Abduction, but couldn't do anything about the Ectocharge, and then he double Might Makes Right. He did not forge a single key during his forge key step. It was oppressive. And then I moved to Second Amber. In Second Amber, I played some Archon stuff. I won a game. I lost a game. So I got a little bit of Second Amber hope for tomorrow. Ugh, prizes for Second Amber. Y'all know how much I like Second Amber. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Everybody was really hyped. A lot of people managed to get into Worlds. They went all the way down to X and 2s looking for people to fill out the Worlds. So a lot of good stuff there. Then there was the keynote. I know some people skip the keynote. Don't skip the keynote. It was great. So yeah, they did a year in review. They talked about all the sets that got released. I got my little notebook. They talked about all the sets that got released. They talked about Vault Assault. They talked about more mutation. They talked about how they're going to do home base again. So home base is coming back, confirmed for Prophetic Visions. So if you haven't made your store a home base, which my store isn't, but I'm going to work on them, you should too. Home bases are good. They talked a little bit about some mistakes that they made during the year, which realistically the only mistake they talked about is that the playstyle software wasn't ready for prime time, and it still kind of feels like maybe it isn't, because like during the event today, there was a point where nobody could report, and they couldn't manually report, and the whole thing was just shut down for like 45 minutes almost. But they fixed it, and they got it working, so, there's that. They did talk about the year ahead, what we can expect. Prophetic Visions coming out in spring, with the Gamefound launching on the 21st. So I'm going to be doing a live stream when that launches. Be there, be square. You don't want to be square, you want to be there. They talked about Discovery and how it's going to have 1-player starter kits. We knew that already. They said there is going to be a Discovery themed store event, which sounds kind of cool. It's going to be a kit for that. That could be really fun. Good way to get new players in. Talk to your LGSs. Get new players in. Always a thing we want. Big news. The thing everybody was excited about. So last year, or maybe even earlier than that, Ghost Galaxy told us you were going to be able to get reprint versions of your decks. And for the longest time, there was no news on that. Well, they gave us some more news. And that news is that you can get clones of your deck. They're called clone decks. They'll have a special back that is just for clones. They'll have a little icon next to the name that lets you know it's a clone deck. So now you can get copies of a deck that you've already registered, even your older decks, and they'll ship it out to you. It's got like a 4-week time period. They said it's going to be $24.99. And you can do that now, right now. You can go to the Vault Master, or sorry, the Master Vault, and look up your deck. And if there's a deck you want to reprint, you go to your deck, you look at the deck entry, and there'll be a spot on the deck entry where it just says, hey, I want to clone. And you can pick what language you want to clone it in. So if you've got a deck that's in a language you don't like, or that you can't read or something, you can clone it into your local language. It's really cool. It's very exciting. It's a good thing we've all been waiting for. I want to sound more hyped about it, but I do have to try to tamp myself down a little bit so that I have some voice left for tomorrow. Because I have more of this. I'm doing so much more. Oh, the other thing about clone decks is they added accolades. I don't know exactly what all you can get accolades for, but I know that if you use a deck and it at a Vault Tour, I don't know if you have to win or if you have to top 8 or anything like that. But if you use a deck at a Vault Tour, there's some set of conditions that can result in it getting an accolade. I'll have to dig into that a little bit more. But accolades are little pips that when you go to clone a deck, you can have them added to the right side of the deck, right, like on the opposite side from where amber pips or like draw pips or whatever would be. You can have it on the right side, and then all the cards in your deck will have those accolades printed on the front of them, which is awesome. That's really, really neat. There's some like technical stuff for if you try to play a clone deck at a Vault Tour. You're allowed to do that, but you can't loan it out to anyone else, and nobody can play the original if someone's playing the clone. So that's fair. We don't want the same deck appearing like 4 times at the same Vault Tour. Oh, the other big piece of news that we were given: we have a winner for the Martian Civil War. The Elders won, but it was a really close race, like a really, really, really close race. It was like 694 to like 660 something. I actually hold on. I took a picture of the screen. It was really, 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 really close. Which is awesome. That's exactly what you want for an event like that. Yeah. So it was 694 for the Elders and 642 for the Rebels, which means the Rebels lost, the Elders won, the Rebels have been soundly defeated, and from my perspective, the thing that's really cool, we get our first Martian leader. It's Emperor Memrox. And I really want them to put out a lore blurb where we get to hear him gloating about his ascension to Grand Poobah of the Martian Empire. I'm so excited. It's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. It's too bad the Rebels lost. I was on Team Rebel. It's a bummer, but like for me, there was no way I don't lose no matter who loses, right? No matter who wins, I win because this is a big lore event. We also got confirmation that next year there will be another summer event. So that's really exciting. Look forward to that. I don't know what it's going to be. They said it's going to be similar to the Martian Civil War. I assume it'll be the Sanctum Redemption Schism, which seems kind of like a repeat, in my opinion. So I hope they do something else. I really do, because I like it when they innovate and they do new things. But, sometimes tried and true is just what you do. And there's one other thing that we did today, and that was the Scrubs Revenge Party, which was hosted by Sydney from Help from Future Self. Thank you so much for hosting that, by the way. Holy cow, that was so much fun. And the Archons Corner guys helped out a bunch, and there was drinking, and there were shot glasses, and actually, speaking of shot glasses, I managed to get a shot glass with my channel logo on it. Video quality's terrible. But I'm really excited. I had to trade for it, and I'm taking it home. And it's my first bit of swag. First bit of swag. And then, I played Vault Assault with a couple of other people from Team Visible Hand. And it was a lot of fun. We had a good time playing some Vault Assault. I was using my creator card, which brings me to All of you who gave me your names, I pulled 15 names off the list, and these 15 people are entitled to a serialized version of my creator card. You have to find me Friday, Saturday, or Sunday to get your serialized card. And I have the list. I'll scratch your name off the list once you pick it up. And you can pick it up any day. I will do another one of these tomorrow. I'll do another one on Saturday. I will do a review video on Sunday, but there will not be any names drawn. So if you want a serialized copy of my creator card and you did not get one and you have not given me your name yet, all you have to do is show me you're subscribed to my channel. Let me write your name down, and I'll raffle them off every night for the next couple of nights. So here we go. The following people, and I'm going to put your names in the description as well. The following people have won a serialized copy of my creator card. YOYO Milkworm, Lazarith, Atlantis 1982, mflava, Mortivas, Fillo, Damante, Unfathomable, Jtrussel, Hammersmith, Miggy 9001, Marcus, Kraggy, Stragen 8, and Forgery. I will put all of your names in the description. So just come find me anytime, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, to get your copy, your serialized copy of my creator card. If I did not call your name today, don't worry. You are still in the running, and you can still get one either Friday or Saturday night. But yeah, this event was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I know my audio quality is terrible. I know my audio quality is terrible. I know my voice is terrible. I know the lighting is terrible. But it's been a blast, and I am so looking forward to sharing this with you guys. Deciding to do these daily videos was like something I knew that was going to be really difficult, and I knew that it was going to take a lot out of me because I knew these were going to be really long days, and this was a really long day. We started at 10, and it's like midnight now when I'm recording. So yeah, but it was a blast. It was way worth it. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys so much for engaging with me in all of this. Keyforge is such an awesome community. I'm so grateful to be part of it. All the content creators here have been having a blast. Everybody's so supportive, such good energy. And yeah, look forward to hearing more from you tomorrow. But that's all I have for you today. So until next time, later, Archons.